had to do that on purpose.
What is going on, everybody?
Are we live now?
We're live. Blame Mike. Blame Mike. He told
I
me
thought we were blaming Canada.
that even though the Bills lose, you still have to go on and talk.
I did say that. A somber moment. My Jags friend thought that we were gonna win, man. He's like, give it time. We're gonna, I said, nah, I don't know, man. Your defense is playing crazy today, and they might save it for you. And about 2 minutes after I said that, they got an interception. So
You know what it comes down to, Mike? It comes down to the fact that where the hell is the mouse?
it's on my side because I had
Can
to
you
put
bring
it
it
in
over
the
here for a
live
second?
chat.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I gotta lock that logo in place and this one in place, and then we're good. I apologize, guys. We try to get live as quick as we can here. If you're in the chat, give us a message down below. We appreciate you for coming out.
What?
It's not the fact that they lost, Mike. It's all the pieces that they lost today. Daquan Jones, Matt Milano, Taron Johnson goes down. You don't have Christian Benford. You don't have Tre'Davious White. I don't know how they're going to field the team next week. I really do not understand it.
Yeah, and they kept Vaughn out for
He was on a pitch
most
count.
of it.
I think he's okay.
I mean,
I'm assuming he's not injured. I'm assuming
I think
he was
they
just,
saw all the injuries and it just didn't want to risk it.
You see the final score on your screen, guys. 25-20. You want the stats, Mike? I do have them at the ready. Josh Allen goes 27 of 40 for 359 yards, 2 scores, and an interception. The interception, though, I'm not really mad at it. I'm really not. I know your dad was a little upset at the arrow under the throw. What do you want from him? Really, like,
Right, we got. Well, we didn't get desperation, Josh.
we didn't get
Allen.
rookie Josh.
We didn't get desperation.
He was
Josh.
composed today.
He was upset, but we didn't get a lot of stupid plays out of him.
He was composed. Even when he was running the football, we saw him reading the defense again, just like we saw last week. Obviously not to the same success level, but he was not the reason they lost. I will say the offense had a tough time today. 7 points up until the fourth quarter. You cannot do that and expect to win these games against good opponents. Jacksonville,
Yep.
while they have not played well this year up until this point, they're still a talented football team, a team that we expect to make the playoffs, a team that we expect to see down the line, and it just wasn't Buffalo's day today. The rushing
it
stats,
wasn't.
Mike,
And
they
do you-
surprised the shit out of me. Holy cow. Name a Bills player that ran the football today. I'll tell you their yards. This is insane.
Any Bills?
Any
Bills?
Any.
Well, let's start off with the main guy, Cooks.
5 carries, -4 yards.
-4 yards.
Name the next running back.
Oh my goodness. Harris.
3 carries, 13 yards.
Oh my God. So Josh Allen had the longest runs of the day.
Maybe not the longest, but Josh Allen had 14 yards,
Okay.
and Latavius Murray had 6 yards.
Wow. Fantastic running game today.
Wow. I mean, and you were not getting blown out. The majority of this game was
No
11-7.
offensive line. Yeah.
Was 11-7. Saibo had a really hard time today. Multiple holding penalties, even on the same drive, to really keep us, strapped down. But
Yeah.
it's not the fact that they lost, Mike. It's about everything that happened during this game.
I'm at a loss for words. I'm really at a loss for words at it because this isn't the Buffalo team that we're used to. I don't know
and the
what happened.
performances,
Did
minus
they take them light or what, man? I mean,
I don't know. The field did not look like it was playing to Buffalo's side. Who's here? I see somebody in the chat. We appreciate you for coming out. Give us your name. I want to see who you are. But the wide receivers, Mike, they had a day, man. Diggs goes 8 receptions, 121 yards and a score. Davis, 6 receptions, 100 yards and a score.
Twice.
Hardy gets
He had to repeat that one.
It's Chris. You want to read his comment?
Chris. He said, "What an embarrassing game. No Milano means no run stopping on third down. When in doubt, throw it to whoever Elam is covering."
Shaking my head. Chris, we agree, man. Elam, we finally see why he's been inactive for a month. everything I saw out of Elam today, I think there was one good play. It was when he, I think it was on Calvin Ridley, and he kind of stuffed him at the line, and he didn't allow Trevor Lawrence to hit him on that slant. But yeah, Chris, it was a tough game. Matt Milano going down is obviously the story of everything. Gets carted out. Hoping for the best. Haven't heard anything yet on.
It doesn't look good though. If he had a cast from ankle to thigh, I mean, it doesn't sound good. Like you said, who are we gonna field? I mean, I am deeply concerned.
Play the Giants next week, so I guess that's good. But oh man, it was hard. It really. What is there good to talk about? Like, Josh did not cost the Bills the game, and the defense. Let's take a look at the final snaps. Give me a number, Mike. How many snaps do you think the Jacksonville Jaguars took today?
I don't know. It felt like they were on offense all day long. I'm not 100% sure.
Of 38 minutes and 12 seconds, 82 total plays. Not to mention, Mike, on third down, the Jacksonville Jaguars made their money on third down today. 10 of 18, which we noticed. You noticed that during the game. I believe on one of those drives where they scored, it was just Calvin Ridley comeback route, Calvin Ridley comeback route, Calvin Ridley stick route, Calvin Ridley run, find the soft spot, stop, catch the football. That's all we need you to do. Let's take a look at his numbers throughout the day. I'm pretty sure I heard over 100 plus a score. Let's take a look here. Calvin Ridley, no score. 7 receptions, 122 yards, averaging 17.4 per catch.
That's a pretty nice day.
Take it into perspective, though, right?
Yeah.
And the Jacksonville Jaguars played against our fourth corner, our fifth corner, our third and fourth linebackers, our third and fourth defensive ends,
and
they won by 5 points.
Only by 5 points. So yeah, so that says more about the Jaguars than it does the Bills.
I don't think so. I think that tells you a lot about the Bills' depth on the defense. Yes, they struggled, but they struggled because of time of possession. They struggled because of the third downs. They didn't struggle because of the talent. And I think that is a very telling point here in this game.
That's what I mean by it tells us more about the Jags than like the Jags and their offense, because even though they were on the field all day, Epineza was getting through. Everybody was getting through. That pocket was collapsing almost immediately, and Trevor Lawrence had to get that ball out immediately, or get out of the pocket and find an escape route.
Yeah.
So
whoever did their parlays, Mike, got it wrong, because Trevor Lawrence had more attempts and yards on the ground than Josh Allen. 7 carries for Trevor Lawrence, 31 yards through the air. He goes 25 of 37, 315 and a score. Good for Trevor. You know, I got no bad blood against Jacksonville. Fuck the Josh Allen on the Jacksonville Jaguars. That was bullshit, man. Absolute garbage. Yes, I get it. It was holding on Cybo. You do not hit our quarterback after he slid and got up.
Yeah, that made me angry.
If you're trying
to cause a brawl.
If you're trying to mess with him and be like sportsman, like give him a tap on the rear end, give him like a helmet tap, something like that. Do not do what he did. It was
I was upset that a flag didn't go up. I think some of it, you know, we got beat by penalties. Whether they were, whether you want to blame.
I can see where
that was the ultimate. I'm not saying it was the complete. That was the ultimate way we lost, was penalties.
I can see where that comes in, Mike. But on top of that, I think it's a problem. Again, when you can only score 7 points through 3 quarters of football, as an offense who's put up 30 plus the last 3 weeks. Today the Bills only muster 20. You know, sometimes it's not your day, but again, the injuries are my concern. It really is. I don't know how this Bills team is going to stay competitive if things like this keep happening. It's only week 5.
Yeah.
And we already lost our possibly two best defensive players. What do you think of the call there from the Jags on that 3rd and 4 to throw a deep ball? I noticed right away, because when Lawrence takes that snap, it's like you with your Madden adjustments. The offensive line is prepared to block for a deep ball. And I see it go up, and I'm hopeful. Because as a Bills fan, as a fan of this Bills defense that has been so good for 6 years now, I'm expecting a breakup. I'm expecting an interception. I'm ready. Even though I just saw Trevor Lawrence uncork it, I don't care. The only way I get scared usually is if it's Patrick Mahomes. But a great ball, a good coaching decision.
The Jags did what they had to do. Period.
29 rushing
all
yards.
game long.
29 rushing yards all day for the Buffalo Bills. You know how much the Jacksonville Jaguars had?
150.
196.
196. That was okay. So
we almost gave up 500
off.
yards. 471 total yards given up. So at the same time, yes, the Bills took 11 penalties and were caught for 109 yards. Who else is in the comments? We appreciate you coming out. Let us know. Let us know who you are in the comments. Let us know what you want us to talk about. The Bills only possessed the ball, Mike, for 21 minutes and 48 seconds today. The whole timeout glitch, by the way, fixed. I don't know if you noticed that in the first quarter when we thought the Bills only had one timeout. Chris, totally agree. We beat ourselves, similar to the Jets game. Josh trying to push the football. I disagree with the Josh point, Chris, but I see where it comes from. But I think, me and Mike mentioned this at the start of the show. Maybe it was before you were here, but he played really composed football this week. Yeah, he had the interception, but
yeah, other than that, he played very.
He played well, and
not like the Josh that we thought we should see in this situation.
You know what I noticed from Josh? It's the exact opposite of what I notice from guys like Sam Howell, from guys like Zach Wilson. Because as a football fan, when I see my quarterback in the pocket and there's linemen around him and he doesn't know where they are, I'm scared. I'm scared for him. I'm scared for the safety of the ball. I'm scared for injury. I'm scared for a lot of reasons. But Josh can feel it. He feels it. Even if he doesn't see you, he feels the pressure around him. And there was a couple times today where I thought he was going to get boxed up, and he didn't. We did not allow a sack today. I mean, the offensive line, you can say they played bad because they did, but
yeah, it was, again, penalties.
Dawkins got hurt as well on the offense.
Yep.
Everybody
Ken didn't say this in the comments, but he sent me a text. He says, "Wave the flag. We're done. Defense is beat up." I don't think that we're done. In terms of today, yes. But in terms of the season, McDermott is a defensive guru. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think that he can take guys. He's shown all along through 5 years that he can take no-name guys and turn them into a name.
Okay, wait. I want to take what you said there.
Uh-huh.
Not only a defensive guru, but a linebacker guru, right? We're missing Milano. You know what he's not a guru at? He's corners. And we're missing too many corners, Mike, to be competitive. Like, I was shocked. When you see Trevor Lawrence getting his leg massaged on the sideline, right? And the Bills' secondary is actually covering. And what's happening is Trevor Lawrence is just getting out of the pocket every play, getting 7 yards a carry.
Right. So maybe we take my dad's stance and we gotta trade for a corner. Who do we trade for though? Who can we afford? Maybe we start looking that way.
I'd look at Pat Pete in Pittsburgh. Aging guy. Shouldn't cost too much to get him. Somebody mentioned that the Bills should call the Broncos about Pat Surtain, and that was before this game. Pat Surtain is a top 10 cornerback in the NFL. Unless you're prepared to give up at least a first-round pick, you're not getting Pat Surtain. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Message from Kyle here. Again, not in the chat, but personal message. And he said, WTF was that? LMAO. And I'm assuming that is in reference to the final play of the game, like with Stephon Diggs. I think what Diggs expects is James Cook to wait there and catch the ball off the lateral and hopefully get out of bounds. Am I mad at it? I don't think I'm mad at it. There's 12 seconds left on the clock at that point. I can't be too upset if he goes down. What are the chances that we get a spike and another you know what I mean? It is what it is. It was a tough day for the Bills at the office today. It really was. And they got to London early. Your
cousin wants to know what about getting Levi Wallace back on the team. He knows the system. I'm adding this part. He knows the system. He's been in the league. He's been on the Bills. He's not the best, but he's possibly serviceable.
I don't like it.
No?
Like it.
Not a fan of that
Honestly,
one.
what I would rather do is bring up Jamarcus Ingram and let Ingram play because he did well in the freaking preseason. Really, at the end of the day, let's see if the boys have anything. Aaron says, "Man, what a crap show that was." You know, I would agree with that. Is there even a chance we get the ball back? That was, you know, the time management today wasn't great from the Buffalo Bills, and that's not a problem you see a lot. What do you think about that?
I just, what do you think about it? Because I mean, it's very unlike the Bills. It just doesn't make sense.
The ball wasn't bouncing the Bills' way today.
It just,
no matter the onside kick, which we were questioning. I want to confirm this for people who don't know, because I didn't know this. I thought you could not intentionally bat the ball out of bounds on a play like that. It happened with the Seahawks and Lions a couple of years ago on like a supposed touchdown. It was going to be a defense touchdown, and I think it was Golden Tate at the time. It was on the Seahawks. Maybe it was on the Lions. He kicked the ball out of bounds, and they found it for him. So
okay.
You can't do it, but on an onside kick, the rules are a little bit different. You cannot bat the ball forwards and out of bounds, but if you bat the ball a different direction, it's okay.
Well, speaking of batting, too bad we didn't have rules like the CFL where you could onside punt it and get the ball back in a fresh set of downs, because the offense needed some kind of help today. I don't know where they were.
Appreciate you telling us the next that we know we're attempting to fix it. We're both on one channel right now, so if you hear Mike clearly and not me, I do apologize. We're trying to work out the kinks. It's really difficult right now. So the only way we can lie to you is this way. So.
Yeah, we will figure a way to get this fixed. Please bear with us. It has beaten us, unfortunately, like the Jaguars.
Sam, upstairs, right?
Yeah.
We were doing football trivia with her yesterday, and we tried to ask her who the Bills played. She said it's the Cat. And her first guess was mine. I said, that's close.
Okay.
Team okay? I said, no, guess again. She goes, Tigers. I said, no, you're further away. I said, it's in the Cat family. Her next guess was Jaguar. So, that was nice. She got it right. What else is there to talk about from this game, Mike, that we missed? 20 first downs from the Buffalo Bills, 5 of 12 on third down, of course. It was tough. It's tough. When was the fumble? Oh, was that the Deontay Hardy? Is that the Deontay? Does that count as a fumble? A muff punt? Is that technically a fumble? I'm sure it is, right? I'll have to ask your dad. He's been watching football longer than I've been alive. So, same, yeah. Same for you. Oh, you turned it off. So you think they're going to be able to hear you, though? It looks off right now. There you go. That's what I was confused by. So it's all good now. All right, Chris.
Okay.
We'll try some more troubleshooting methods. I got some people to talk to. It's tough, man. It really is. There's going to be no game recap from myself and Mike this week. This is what you guys.
This
get.
is the
Instead,
recap. You get the full sadness, the full effect, the full.
I hate you for making me do this.
Being bummed.
KellyCast knockout performances of the week, Mike. Do we have one?
I don't know if we have one this week. I don't think.
I have one guy I want to shout out.
All right.
Can you think of any? Here, I'll mention my guy and I'll see if you can come up with anything.
Okay, I was gonna say maybe AJ Epineza, and you're gonna steal that one.
That's the guy. AJ Epineza really showed up. I mean, he took one costly penalty, but at the same time, he had a really good day on defense. What did he end with? 2 sacks, 2 tackles. He just looked really good. Floyd also had 2 sacks today.
Floyd was decent as well. So maybe we'll get 2.
I didn't like the ticky-tacky penalties on Oliver, to be honest with you. I didn't like the roughing the passer. I thought that was bull crap. I mean, it's a little close to his head, but I don't even think he hit him in the head. Couple of weird penalties today. Unnecessary roughness. Like I said, it seemed like the ball just was not bouncing the Bills' way, and sometimes that's gonna happen. The end of the day, this was an AFC game. It wasn't divisional. It's important, yes, but let's move on to the New York Giants.
As I said, and they've said it on other radio shows and everywhere, the Buffalo Bills get 2 to 3 of these games a year, and I don't know if it'll ever stop. We're gonna get 2 or 3 of these games where it's an opponent that we're supposed to beat.
Wow.
Supposed to beat. I understand they've got talent. They've been touted as going up, but they haven't been playing too well this year so far. And we're gonna get 2 or 3 games where we're supposed to win and we don't. It's just the way the cookie crumbles with Buffalo.
I mean, it's rough. Next week, the New York Giants on Sunday Night Football. Giants and Dolphins playing right now. Looks like the score is 7-0 in favor of the Miami Dolphins. Giants possess the football. We're going to have to go watch the games. Guys, we want to thank you for coming out. If you're here, Chris, appreciate you for being here. Another person just popped in the chat. Let us know who you are. We want to know who's here so we can thank you. We're going to be signing off here in a minute, guys. A reminder, there's no KellyCast game recap this week. We will be giving you our Thursday night football game preview, and then the KellyCast quick picks, along with our game previews and predictions, will be during the pregame show, which is going to be around 7 o'clock on Sunday.
Yeah, I say about 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, 7:30, something like that. Chris says Jags have had our number for a while back in the day with MJD. I think it's fairly split, Chris. Let me take a look for you, just Bills Jags all time, because I'm very curious. I think it's a pretty close record here. 9-8. The Bills have a 9-8 record against the Jacksonville Jaguars all time. So it's a pretty fair
even.
matchup.
It's a coin flip matchup every time they play. Nice call. I like that.
This one wasn't Buffalo's. Hopefully the guys heal up. Hopefully we get more word on that. If you guys need the info, keep up with the KellyCast on Facebook. I'm always posting there. Anything that happens with the Buffalo Bills. I posted about Vaughn yesterday. Mike told me 3 hours later like I didn't know. Yeah, Mike, yes, I keep up. It's okay.
Yes, always late to the party. That's okay. Fashionably late.
It works. It's okay. Except when you're wearing that. I don't like that.
I had to take it off, man. It's got to be the curse. It's got to be the curse. I have to lay off of Josh Allen. If I wear it again next week and we lose to the Giants, I will have to burn my Josh Allen jerseys, and I don't want to do that. They were expensive.
You have too many. All right, guys. For Mike, for Dan, this has been the KellyCast game recap. We want to thank you for coming out and wallowing with us in our sadness, but no more, Mike. We're ready for the New York Giants.
And thank you for enjoying our robotic voice. We thought it was a cool feature to add to the show.
We'll be seeing you next time. Take it easy.